Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Jay Bird, aka Mr. Cool Guy again, coming with you now with another album review. In today's album review, we're doing an album review by the latest rapper, Eminem, with his album that came out last year around summertime, Kamikaze. Now, with this album, it was awesome that he did not announce that he was doing another album, which was his 10th album, because I know that he was getting bad comments or people not liking his previous album, Revival. But with this album, he came back saying that he don't give a fuck what people got to say about his last album. And the tracks on here are pretty dope. Like, when I first heard the CD, I just kept listening to it over and over again. Then I went out and bought the actual CD to add it to like all my Eminem album collections. It got 13 tracks on here. First track is The Runner. The Ringer. Yeah, The Ringer. Now this track, it was dope. I felt the vibe and I felt like the beat and everything was tight. And I'm glad that Eminem came out with some dope rhymes for it. So feel free to check out that track. Track 2, Greatest. Like, I can't stop listening to this track because it's hot. And I like that he used Kendrick Lamar sample on it, but it's tight, and I like the heavy bass in it, and I like the fast rapping in it. Track 3, Lucky You, featuring Joyner Lucas. Like, I don't know who this guy is, Joyner Lucas, but he's dope. I heard a few of his songs that he did, which were tight, and I'm glad that he got a chance to be featured on this album with Eminem. And this track, Lucky You, is one of my favorites, but it's tight. Tell me what you think of that album. Tell me what you think of this song at the comments below. Number 4 is just Paul sketch. Like, Paul just telling him what he think of the album and what people were saying about his previous album, like if they didn't like it, or that's what that is about. Track 5, Normal. This track was tight, and I like that it had like some simulation to like his one song he did on Encore, but I forgot the name of it though. But it got that vibe, and the track sounds good. Tell me what you think of that track at the comments below. And 6 is M Call Paul sketch. Like, just him leaving Paul a message. That's what that's basically about. 7, Stepping Stone. Now, I like that he did a song about his former group D12 and how he apologized to all of them, and how he wasn't treating them fair or nothing. I like that he came up with dope rhymes with this song. And I like that he mentioned the group that he started with, and how he haven't forgotten about them, and how things kind of went strange with the group and them not being in any features or anything. Okay, track 8, Not a Life featuring Roy the 5'9". I like Roy the 5'9". He been with Eminem for centuries since they came out with that group Bad Meets Evil. Now with this track, I like that he dissed Machine Gun Kelly for what he said about his daughter in 2012. Like, I think M had a right to diss him, even though that he didn't like what Machine Gun Kelly said about his daughter, and he dissed a few other rappers in this song, but I don't know the names of the rappers that he dissed and not like. But him and Roy, they did a good job with coming up with this song and having some better producers work on that track. Okay, track 9, Kamikaze, the main title of the album, Kamikaze. Now that one is tight, and I like that he used some of LL Cool J's samples from his song "I'm Bad" when he said "fat, fact." Yeah, like I like that shit, and I like that it had a good beat to it, and it had like some great bass inside of it, and the rhymes were cold. Tell me what you think of that song. Track 10, Fall. Now this song, I like that it had like a heavy bass in it, and I'm glad that Eminem got to do like a little, old hip hop with new hip hop, like trap and shit. Like I like that he got that in that song though, and I like that it's tight and I seen the video. The video was excellent. How like he was just telling the story of like how people did not like his previous album Revival, and track 11, Nice Guy featuring Jessica, I mean, Jessie, whatever her name is. I cannot pronounce her name, but you probably know her name, but I'm sorry for pronouncing her name wrong, but I don't know her name. That song is tight, and I like that he got a chance to work with somebody new, and I like that he ain't working with Pink or Rihanna on this album. He got to work with her on 2 tracks, which is track 12, Good Guy. Like, I seen the video. It was crazy, but it was excellent, though, that he did a video for that song, Good Guy. And I think that this should be the next single off this album. And you tell me what you think of both of those albums both of those songs I just told you. And the final track, track 13, Venom. Like, I like the video. Like how everybody was just, walking, then the Venom just transferred to the next person, back to M at the video. It was tight. And I like that it has that hardcore beat up in it, like, like horror hardcore. Like, I like that he did that for that song. And it's featured off of the Venom movie, and I like that this album went like #1 all over the charts, and it went platinum. And I like that Eminem came back with success by doing a dope album like this. I know that the case is kind of like a similarity to the Beatles album back then, but I'm glad that he did an idea of making a 10th album, even though his 9th album didn't get that many reviews or, like comments, like how good the album was. But Kamikaze is Eminem's best work. He made history again with this CD, and you can see here's the back of the CD with the plane crashing and all the tracks right here. Okay, that's it for our show. Feel free to hit that subscribe button. And this is your boy Jay Bird, aka Mr. Cool Guy, coming with you now. tune in for more videos, and feel free to hit the subscribe button. Peace out, y'all.